It's Tuesday, August 6th, 2024, and it's Toast Tuesday. I'm Mike.
And I'm Cameron.
And we're back and ready for another edition of Toast Tuesday. But before we get started, I got to talk about last week.
What happened last week?
Last week's episode. Probably the best show we've ever done. Just my opinion. I thought it went really well. The fact that I had a matching video game to your top 5 list was made me feel like I was doing something right, because if I got something on your list, it's got to be a good one. So that was great. The lighting, the lighting was terrible. Yeah. We're in the new room. The lighting was awful. I was wearing a banging shirt. I was wearing it was just like a waste of a shirt because you didn't get to see it. You couldn't see it. It was popping. It was really fire. Good. So I might have to wear that one again. Because you couldn't see it. No. So the lighting engineer was fired. We've got a new lighting engineer this week.
It was a rough day for him.
Yeah, sorry to say that. The camera person is basically, if they don't do their job today, they're going to be fired too. Because I don't know if you noticed, we're trying to do, Rita, you could see like this much of the bottle, and thank God that the cap is orange, so at least they could recognize that. Then there's somebody using my forklift in the background. What in the world is going on? A complete fiasco. Again, new lighting engineer, probably a new camera person coming soon.
Good.
Both those roles are filled by me, so I fired myself, but now I'm back. We're back, and we're ready to go. Look at this lighting, crisp. Everything is clear. Great shot of the wine. Here we go. All right, so let's get started. It's going to be a great show again. So how was your week?
I was pretty good. So my younger brother's birthday is coming up, so I had to go shop for him.
Happy birthday to your younger brother.
Thank you for you.
Yeah, cheers.
So I got him a gift, and then I'm pretty excited. So it's coming up this Thursday, so happy early birthday, Tyler. Thank you.
Oh, look at that. A little shout out to the bro. Happy birthday. Okay. I won't ask you what you got him, because it will ruin the surprise. All right, so it'll ruin the surprise, but all right, that's cool. Let's see. For me, besides it being way too hot again, sorry, I hate to be a broken record, but it was way too hot. Bottled Pinot Grigio. So that was cool. 2023 Pinot Grigio in the bottle, something to look forward to. Pinot Grigio has a little special place in my heart. It was back in 2020. It was the first commercial wine I ever made.
Oh, good.
So it's got a little soft spot for me. Good. This is the first time we've done it again since then. So people really liked it. The first batch that we did. It tasted great. People loved it.
Oh, that's a good wine.
Didn't taste a lot like Pinot Grigio, I will admit. I'm not really sure why, but this one is tasting like Pinot Grigio. I'm excited for that, and I think people will like it when that comes out. Not out yet. No. All right, we gotta sell some wine, and wine goes through something called bottle shock. So when you first bottle a wine, everything kind of becomes a little bit disconnected again. We like to wait a month or 6 weeks for those things to kind of come back together again in the bottle anyway before we put it back out again. So, it's something interesting that wine will go through. Bottle shock, they call it.
That's a cool term. That's a really neat term.
So, hey, let's talk about what's happening at Toast Winery. Monday Night Music. Now, I was not aware of this, I will admit. It was a great night from Tremaine.
That's true.
Tremaine packed the house. Fantastic, as he always does. But it was the last Tremaine show of the year.
Oh, really?
I thought maybe he's back in the fall when we do our fall live music. No,
this was
Tremaine was it. So if you didn't see him last night,
that's it.
You'll have to go find him somewhere else.
We'll try.
So Tremaine, his last night, I love that guy's voice. He reminds me of like Creed. I don't know if you think of it, if he reminds you of anybody, but I think of Creed.
No, it's on the playlist. I've heard it pop up.
He definitely does some. I think he does a Creed song. I hope he does a Creed song. That's just love that guy's voice. But hey, next week we're back at it again, and there's only 2 more summer music series left. That's it. 2 more.
It's nothing.
It's the
it's
summer's
just
almost over. What happened? I don't
by.
know what's going on.
I hated it so much. Now it's gone.
So only two more. Rena again is next Monday again. We love Rena. We love her folksy Americana type of style. She's super talented.
Yeah.
She really is. And you know, I don't usually like to do free ads, but for Rena,
you're willing to
I'm happy to do it. Right? So she's releasing a brand new album. I know she's super excited about it. It's going to be available August 14th. Now she's done a collaboration, and so this it's called Rena Again and the Gentlemen.
Oh, cool!
I'm not going to claim to know who the gentlemen are, but it's a collaboration with some other musicians, and it's called the Wilburlin Sessions. So that's pretty exciting.
That's fancy.
I was thinking at first that maybe she'll be selling her CD at our live music night, but I'm thinking I don't think anybody sells CDs anymore, right? Remember they used to do that? You go see somebody play live and they'd be selling their CDs, right? And you would buy it, but yeah, I guess I'm getting a little old there. I wouldn't even have anything to play a CD on.
Download it now, you know.
So she's not releasing her CD at our performance next week, but she is releasing her new album August 14th. So that'll be pretty cool. Come out and see her.
Yes, of course.
On the 12th and support Rena. I think it'll be a great time. What else was back? What's going on at Toast Winery?
I mean, I don't know about you, Mike, but it was the wine and pickle weekend.
Pickles.
It was our first one that we did, and it was a huge success.
I would say so.
Jam-packed.
Packed house. It was busy all weekend.
Yeah, it was.
The pickle pairings were a big hit, so that continues. You showed the if you could see it with the lighting, but I think you could.
It was pretty good.
You could see it. The new pickle shirt.
They must have, because it almost sold out.
The pickle shirt is also a huge hit. So the pickle shirt almost sold out.
It's crazy.
Fun fact that many people may not know, that pickle shirt. So we actually do our own merchandise.
You do.
So Jane and I do the merch. We kind of design it together, come up with the concepts that we want to do. Jane presses all the shirts at home and the merchandise, and so we do our own. So there's pros and cons to it. It's obviously more work for us, but we can get what we want. No lost in translation kind of thing between our concept and what ultimately happens.
It's true. Your design.
And it benefits the people too, because we're able to offer the shirts at more reasonable prices than I think you'll find at other places. So when you look at our prices, it's not because it's cheap quality or a different shirt. We try to get good quality merch in here, but we do it ourselves, so we're able to pass along some savings to the people that buy it. So fun fact, we need to make more pickle shirts
there's
because
not that much.
We are almost out. Just after one weekend, so we weren't sure if people were going to like it or not, but they do.
They totally do.
So that's pretty exciting. Let's see, what are we drinking today, Cameron?
I don't know, but it's a very beautiful bottle, and it's our LoveStoned.
Look at that white wine. It's a nice, crisp white wine. This is our LoveStoned wine. A lot of citrus flavors on this. It's a great summertime Saturday afternoon wine.
Live music wine too. Amazing.
Yeah, hot day wine for sure. It's really crisp. It's just got a nice clean finish. It's a blend of Cayuga White and Riesling.
That's a very good blend.
So it's a nice blend. It's about 80-20. So 80% Cayuga, 20% Riesling. Gives it some nice crisp flavors to it. So that's what we're drinking today. Let me tell you what the inspiration of the name is, LoveStoned.
I do. I'm curious.
You're curious? I know you.
A little throwback there.
I think you know what it is, but I'll share it with people here.
I do.
So LoveStoned is actually the name of a Justin Timberlake song that I love.
JT.
I love Justin Timberlake. He's got some banging songs, and LoveStoned is a cool name, first of all, but it's also a great song. I wondered if it was going to be too soon. I thought just maybe it could be too soon. I mean, Justin Timberlake allegedly got himself in a little trouble driving one night. So it's a great reminder to always drink Toast wine responsibly.
True, especially if it's named after your song.
Listen, I still love Justin Timberlake. I love his music. There was a time when this is kind of how my head works, right? I had like 4 different wines named after Justin Timberlake
You were
songs that I was doing. Like Cry Me a River was going to be this great red blend.
That's a cute one.
Senorita was almost the Rita wine.
I could see, yes, with the Rita and stuff.
I was getting a little crazy with the Justin Timberlake in my head, and I said those things out loud. And Jane promptly shot me down. Yeah, she promptly said no. But we have the LoveStoned. Again, love the name. Really love this wine. It's one of our signature white blends, and people really enjoy it. So, yeah.
And it's a pretty bottle, too.
We just bottled the 2023. This is the 22 that we have out right now. 23 was bottled just a few weeks ago. Again, going through that bottle shot, coming back together.
Good.
But we're ready to go. Once the 22 sells through, we'll get into the 23s, which I think are also pretty well.
Amazing. Yeah.
Let's see. Topical topics. What are our Tuesday topical topics?
I'm curious. What are we talking about today?
All right. Apparently the Olympics are still going on.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, you've been watching that?
Not really. I lied. I'm sorry. I said I would watch the highlights. I have not.
You didn't see the horse competition?
There's a horse competition?
The horse, that is something. You watch them what they can do on a horse. Yeah. But no, apparently pin trading is a big thing at the Olympics. You know what I mean by that? Like pins, like little pins that people attach to their jackets and scarves and things like that.
They just trade.
They trade them apparently, and apparently this is like a super big thing at the Olympics to be trading pins.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a pin trader?
No, but do you remember silly bands by any chance?
Silly bands.
Silly bands.
Silly bands. Yeah.
They were like those little patterns or whatever. That's what we would trade, not pins.
Okay, so you were a silly band.
Your whole wrist would be covered with all these different. It was like a monkey, a horse, and a tiger.
Okay. Not familiar with that, but that's cool. But that's like trading. But this is like a big thing in the Olympics. These pin trading. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Like, I feel like if I'm a pin collector and I've got all my pins on me, I don't want to trade them.
You've earned
These are ones that I've got, right? So I figure you must have duplicates or something in your pocket. Be like, oh, you want to trade?
Like I've got
this one here that I want to trade. I don't know.
It
doesn't feels weird that I would like give up this pin and trade it for another one.
There,
but pin trading is big at the Olympics. I think it's big at like Disney World.
And Disneyland
too. I think they do a lot of pin trading there.
Like the Mickey one.
But maybe we should do a toast pin, right? Maybe we make a toast pin.
Yeah. What would we do with it?
Wouldn't it be cool if all the wineries did a pin?
I think. Oh yeah, like you could go to certain
everybody
spots
had
and
a pin.
Trade that one and get this one, and that would be interesting.
And you come out with a different pin every year, so it's just like I want the 2024 Toast inaugural pin. I'm going to trade you for it. I'll have to have some in my pocket, but maybe I'm not thinking about doing a pin. So we might do a toast. We might do a Toast Winery pin. We'll see.
Involved.
We'll see if that's the thing. Man, we're on 2 sheets
Look
today.
This
is a packed agenda.
Front to back.
2 sheets today for our outline.
I love it.
What else? I read this crazy story about wings. Do you like wings?
I love wings.
Do you like chicken wings?
Chicken wings.
Boneless wings.
Boneless is the only way to go, Mike.
But do you like bone-in wings?
No.
They make fun of me. I will not eat bone-in wings.
I would eat them, but I just would.
I won't even. No, I won't even touch them. They skeeve me. Bone-in wings, just like
they're a little funky looking.
But I love boneless wings because I like spicy hot things.
Yeah, so you can just dunk it.
So like a nice boneless wing is like good stuff.
It's amazing.
Crazy story coming out of Ohio. Boneless wings doesn't mean it's boneless.
You're lying.
No, I swear to God. This was validated by the Ohio State Supreme Court.
It's a lie.
No, it's a true story, right? It's a crazy story. This guy went to a wing place, ordered boneless wings. Felt something go down a little funny.
Oof.
Like 3 days later, he's got a fever. His throat's all swollen. He can't keep anything down. So he goes to the emergency room. Turns out he's got a bone that's torn through his esophagus. But he ordered boneless wings,
and he had a little bone. They were
supposed to be boneless, and he had a little bone in there. And so what do you do in the U.S. when something? Well, I mean, justifiably, he was injured. Sounds like severely injured, right? So of course he sued.
Oh,
I mean, that's the American way.
Get your money's worth.
But they basically told him no. Boneless wings doesn't mean they're boneless. It's just a cooking style,
You're just
apparently.
never safe, I guess.
Apparently, it's just a cooking style. Boneless means nothing on the menu. And they literally said he should have been aware or should have been on guard for a boneless wing to potentially have bones because chickens have bones. Everybody knows it.
I mean, I guess so, but it just...
I've never
thought I should be looking for a bone.
So just be forewarned. When you're having your boneless wings, they might have bones,
in there.
and it's perfectly legal.
Might be a little crunchy.
It's perfectly okay for it to have a bone.
Yeah, maybe if enough of us sued.
I just thought that was the wildest story. So
weird.
I guess only in Ohio you have to worry about this. But
Ohio's weird.
Anyway. All right, so we're off to our top 5.
Already?
Yeah, top 5 list.
Okay.
This is a tough one this week. Cameron, you picked it. What are we doing?
I did. We're doing top 5 movies.
Top 5 movies. Top 5 movies of all time. I mean,
again, it's still
huge
hard
spectrum, and there's definitely going to be a lot of subjectivity to this.
Yes.
And I'm sure you guys will tell us what we got wrong.
That's true.
Maybe what we got right.
Godfather 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Let's do the back and forth thing again.
I love that.
I liked doing that last time. So we'll start with 5.
Number 5.
I'll go first this time.
It's you.
My number 5 is a movie called Memento.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen that one.
have.
So Memento is this guy, he has short-term memory loss, so he doesn't remember anything that happened from
it was like 30 seconds or something.
I can't remember the timeline, but he immediately forgets everything.
Yeah.
So he's writing little mementos on his body to try to remember things. And the movie is told in reverse.
Yes.
It starts at the end and goes all the way to the beginning. So the timeline is weird. So I thought it was super creative, a super cool movie.
Very good
Memento.
way to do it.
Check it out if you haven't seen it.
My number 5 is Parasite.
Parasite. Never heard of it.
It's a South Korean film. It was huge.
South Korean film. Okay. Here we go.
It's pretty big. It's about this very rich family that hires one person to kind of help them clean the house, and slowly other members of that family try to come in and slowly take it over. They change their story so they're not related, but it's that family, the outside source, coming in to take over their estate and everything.
Interesting. Is it subtitled? That's the question.
There is subtitles. Yes.
It's subtitles. It's not an English film. Okay.
No.
Parasite. Number 5 movie of all time, according to Cameron. Check it out.
It's very good. Very good.
All right, my number 4. I love this movie. It's silly.
That's okay.
National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. I feel like it just doesn't get old. It's funny every time. I used to make my kids watch it every Christmas with me.
That's amazing.
We would watch it every year. We'd watch it during the holiday season. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Very good one.
Love
You're going to be excited for something coming up from my list.
Okay, cool. So what do you got, number 4?
Number 4, I'm doing a little silly as well. I'm doing Ratatouille. That's
Ratatouille. Oh,
Disney movie. I have a backpack for it.
You do? I've seen it. Yeah.
Little rat in the hat that cooks all the food. It's a very cute film.
Okay, Ratatouille. I like it. Number 3, I'm getting a little deeper with number 3, Shawshank Redemption. Just a really intense film that really it's just a cool film, makes you think. Stephen King book. A lot of people may not know that. They just think of Shawshank Redemption as is on its own, but it's actually written by Stephen King based on a novella that he wrote. I used to be a huge Stephen King fan.
Yeah,
I'm still would be. I just don't really read as much as I used to. You'd be really surprised looking through Stephen King filmography, how many of his books have been made into films, and how many of them are pretty good.
It's true.
So Shawshank Redemption, number 3 for me.
Number 3. Okay. My number 3 is the original National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh, look at that! There we go.
Yes.
Clark.
So it's amazing.
The original. That's hilarious.
Wally World was so good.
Love it. Yeah, there we go. National Lampoon.
Very good one.
Making the list. All right, cool.
Thank you.
I love it. Number 2 for me, English film, Snatch. Snatch. Made by Guy Ritchie, who I think at one point was married to Madonna. I think it's not anymore. But Snatch. Brad Pitt is in it. He has the thickest Irish accent that you've ever heard ever, and that movie should have subtitles on in order to understand what Brad Pitt is saying. but it's
I know
funny.
what it
It's a great movie. Snatch. Highly
Snatch.
recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Fantastic.
Snatch. Okay.
Number 2, Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Oh, going a little mob.
Little mob film.
Mobster.
Yes.
All right.
Very good. It's very classic. Ray Liotta.
Ray.
Very good in that film.
Yeah.
Very good.
Wasn't Ray Liotta the Grand Theft Auto?
He
was. He do the voice of the Grand Theft Auto main character?
Vice City.
Vice City. Yeah, I thought so. Rest in peace, though. I think he's passed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Ray
Fantastic work.
I liked him. My number 1, really weird, but this is my number 1 movie, Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge. Back in the day when Moulin Rouge was out, it was kind of the first time I had ever seen like a musical type of movie, and not just a musical type of movie, because musicals have existed forever, right?
That's true.
But a musical movie of songs that I know.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really cool the way they weaved in like these pop songs into a movie that was, you know, pretty kind of corny, but it still was really well done. Like the production of this movie was incredible. Moulin Rouge always goes down as my greatest movie of all time in terms of ones that I like.
That's a good one. That's a good pick. Good pick.
Good. How about for you?
Number 1, Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine. I've seen that. I don't remember a lot about it, but I do remember it. I've seen it.
Little girl who's really in love with pageants, and I can't remember where they have to go, but they have to drive across state. The van doesn't start up with the key. They kind of have to give it a push. They forget her at a gas station at one point in the film, but it's Steve Carell. I wish I could remember everybody else, but it's a very good cast, and it's just a very nice, wholesome film about a family coming together.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. So Little Miss Sunshine, I love it. So Moulin Rouge, Little Miss Sunshine. There you have it. That's our top 5 movies. If you haven't seen them, check them out. Right? We think they're worth checking out. Tell us what we got wrong.
That's true.
Tell us.
There's no Godfather. We didn't pick the Godfather.
No, I know. So that's I already know somebody's going to message me and say, "Ooh, Godfather, Godfather 2,
it's the greatest film
Godfather." Yeah, well, I'll get that for sure in my text messages from you know who you are, that person that will text me about that.
Feeling it.
Yeah, so that's our top 5 movies. You want to try? I don't know if you're going to be up for this.
That's okay.
When I think about Tremaine and his grunge voice, right? And Creed, I think Creed, and there's a song called "Eyes Wide Open" or something like that. Yeah. You want to try and do your best Tremaine impression for a Creed song? So I think of like there's a lyric in that song that says, "Let's go there."
Let's go there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's go there.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that does it or not. Let's go there. So that is Tremaine. That's what he does, and he's got that great voice. I think we nailed it, right?
Awesome. Look at that. Nice little.
Let's go there. All right, there we go. That's our Tremaine impression. We love you, Tremaine. I guess we'll see you in 2025.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
it's a long time away.
I know. All right, let's do the toast. Let's get to it. This was a great episode, right?
This was pretty good.
I think this was pretty good. I think this is pretty good. So I'm going to go to the namesake bottle here in terms of my toast. Those flashing lights come from everywhere. The way they hit her, I had to stop and stare. She's got me LoveStoned, man, I swear. She's bad and she knows. I think that she knows. Yeah. Cheers.